Exercise 3, the sigh with a squeeze. We're going to keep all that we've done in exercise 1 and in exercise 2. We're just going to add an acceleration, an accent or a squeeze of the abdominal muscles in the middle, and then we're immediately going to return to rest. The sigh with a squeeze. And again, we're going to keep what we had before, but we're going to add something to it without disturbing what we had before. What we're going to do is add an acceleration with the abdominal muscles. We're going to accelerate, accent the air, and then we're going to let go of that. So here's our balloon again, spongy balloon. Before, in exercise 2, we had this. Back to equilibrium, of course. Remember, there's still some air in there. But that uses muscles. We weren't using muscles. Just diaphragm in. Job done. Now, once the air started flowing, we're going to accelerate the air and then let go of it again. So we get this. Things to watch out for. One is that the in-breath doesn't change. Particularly watch that the first release doesn't change. People tend to start kicking it in anticipation of the kick that's coming later. So we get but no. The second thing is immediately you've squeezed, can you let go and leave it to go to rest? So people then tend to manage the rest of it. Your job is only to squeeze and let go. If you're copying the sounds I'm making, if you don't take as much air as I do, here's our spongy balloon again, there may not be the tail off at the end because you'll be at equilibrium where there's no air to come out in a passive sense. So you might get this. Or even more abrupt if you take less air. Because there's nothing left, you're at equilibrium. If you take even less air or squeeze too much out and go past equilibrium, when you stop, you'll actually take some air in if you're relaxed because you go back to equilibrium. So you'll get this. With a slight in-breath at the end. As you practice this in, hopefully you'll get a smooth movement with a good flow and a minimum of involvement. This is how it looks from the side. Could do several. You might work as if you're comfortable with this. Notice, not much going on up here. We're thinking our thought is pretty much down here. These muscles here all the way around. Hoping that makes some sense.